Sandwiched between flags, dancing in the winds of excitement, and a delegation exuding the very same conviction, the cargo train riding on the standard gauge railway, towing 56 containers, pierced through the new atmosphere at the port Ritz in Mombasa. At 6:21 p.m, the head of state ceremoniously waved the flag with confetti flying between the waves, and the Chinese driver-steered train let out a horn as it began to roll off. As it did, with regard to today's flag-off, the step-by-step journey has been an uphill task to some extent, even to the admission of some of the key stakeholders.
The last time we did such an event, Excellency, to launch such a very key project in the railway sector was exactly 30th of November 1895.
But what was a problem for me was the multiplicity of players and the diversity of their interests, particularly the groups that came into play. And some of them were pulling in directions that were not necessarily helpful for the project. And overcoming that became a challenge.
The court cases, the navigation of the environmental issues, the political issues.
Now, one other challenge which has recently shown its ugly face is that of insecurity, as there was vandalism at Kinango near Mariakani, but the police say they have arrested 4 suspects who were taken to court and are back in police custody to aid with investigations.
For us, we will not deal with those individuals as common criminals. They are not petty vandals. These are economic saboteurs, and we will deal with them as such.
The 40,000 Kenyans who worked day and night to make this a reality. And the foundation that we lay today that will help lead us in to an industrialization chapter as we move to develop special economic zones along this railway line, as we move to establish the Dongokundu SEZ, and all this being made possible by the investments that we have made in rail to reduce the cost of moving goods.
Now, this is a pretty good view of the port from where the train is. This is a very new train. We could still see some polythene on it. Pretty much it's bubble wrap. And it gives us a good idea. Now, going forward, when it comes to these cargo trains, each of them can carry 216 containers, and this is going to cost 50,000 shillings. And this is according to Atanas Maina, the managing director of the Kenya Railways Corporation. His argument is this: it's 30% cheaper to transport cargo using the train than it is using trucks, which are the majority of the transport means that is used by the various transporters from the port of Mombasa inland. Now, this, however, will not be enjoyed until the end of 2017 in December, according to Maina, as that is when it will be open to the public. Dann Mwangi, NTV, from the top of a train at Port Ritz in Mombasa.